We continue now at the top of Daf Chafam and Aleph and Mesechet Shekalim. This is Shekalim Daf 20a. In the Gemara in the previous Zamud, Rav saw in Bavel that people were being too lenient when it came to Basar Shenesalim min Ho'ayin, and now the Gemara is bringing some stories in that regard, with specifically with regards to Rav. So the Gemara said there was a person, Boy Mishizga Askupite Bego Nahara. He wanted to wash his piece of meat inside a river. V'inshita, then he forgot the piece of meat. V'yazale, and then he left. Chazar boy misvina, and so then when he came back, he found this piece of meat. He thought it was the same one. He wanted to take it. Amarle Rav, so Rav said to him, Asr loch, it's asr to take that piece of meat. Deno Amar, because I say, Hahishat afnara, the first piece of meat was swept away by the river. V'aisi chorid nevela tachtoi, and instead here you have a piece of meat that's nevela, so you have to assume again this is basar shenesalim min ayin. You weren't watching it the entire time. You have to assume it might not be kosher. Gemara has another story. Chad bar nosh have mahalach beshuka. There's a story of a person. He was walking in the marketplace. Toin kupad, again he was carrying a piece of meat. Asa daisa v'chatfase minei. So a bird came along and took away this piece of meat from him. V'talakte, and the bird took that piece of meat and he dropped it somewhere. So chazar boy misvina. So again the person wanted to pick up his piece of meat and get his meat back. Amar le Rav, so Rav said to the individual, Asr loch, it's forbidden for you to do this. Deno Amar, because I say, Besar de nevela havis te'ina. Really, this animal, this bird, was carrying meat of nevela. V'talakte, and that's the piece of meat that the bird put down. V'nosvahu ochrana, and he picked up. He took away the other piece of meat, the kosher piece of meat. And the Gemara continues with another story. Ginoi, that's the name of a river. The river Ginoi, Shatav Zikin. It swept away some barrels of wine. So also uvda kumei Rav Yitzchak Rebbe Elazar. This story came before Rav Yitzchak Rebbe Elazar. The owners wanted to know, can they assume those are the same barrels, that those are kosher? The Amar, he said, Yechkamun shafaya kitreyon. If the owners can identify the knots on the wine, meaning they have like a siman, that's the same ones, then it's no problem. The Gemara has another story. Nikuniko eshtakach b'knishta debule. There were again some jugs of wine that were found in the Beis HaKnesses of Buli. Also, uvda kumei Rabbi Yirmiyah. This story came before Rabbi Yirmiyah. Amar, he said, Yischakmun sikuraya aviditeyon. Those people who put there was a red coloring, a red siman on top of these jugs, and those people who put that there, if they can recognize it, they're allowed to take those containers of wine. And the Gemara continues with another story. Gidit Sali, there was a roasted gidi, a roasted goat. Eshtakach besrate de Gufta. It was found in the marketplace of Gufta. Vetiru mishum shnei devarim. And they said it's mutter, and you don't have to worry about two issues. The following two issues are not a problem. Mishum mitzia umishum rov mahalchei derachim. You don't have to worry about the fact that it's a lost object. Maybe you should return it to the owner. And you don't have to worry about the fact that it really originally belonged to non-Jews, that it's not kosher. Mishum mitzia, in terms of mitzia, the Tani, because it was taught, hamatzil miyad ho'ari, miyad hagayis, mishunas hayom, mishunas hanor, misrati gedola, miplati gedola. It says if you save something from a lion, from soldiers, you save something from the sea, from a river, you save something from a large marketplace or a large thoroughfare, hare elu shalo, the person's allowed to keep the items. You don't have to return it to the original owner. Mipnei shabaylim misyaishin mehen, because the Bailam certainly gave up hope on this. These are situations where it's avuda lagamri, it's totally, completely lost, and the person doesn't have to worry about hashavas aveda in those situations. And mishum rov mahalchei derachim, mishum shchitas nachri. Also, they said it's not a problem because the majority of the people walking on these roads are Jewish. You don't have to worry that it was shechted by a nachri. You don't have to worry that it's an avela. And the Gemara concludes, v'shtakach min de beis Rebbe. It turned out in the end, these indeed were kosher. They came from the house of Rebbe. And the Gemara continues with a similar story. Igul de Guvna, there was a circle of cheese. Ishtakach befundika de Levi, was found in the motel of Levi. V'tiru mishum shnei devarim. They allowed it for these two issues. Mishum mitziu, mishum rov mahalchei derachim. Said it's not a problem of mitzia. It's not a problem of people walking through. Mishum mitzia, as we said before, because of mitzia, the Tani, as it was taught, hamatzil miyad hagayis, miyad ho'ari, mishunas hayom, mishunas hanor, meisrati gedola, miplati gedola. Again, you save something from the troops, from a lion, from the sea, from a river, from a large marketplace, from a thoroughfare. Hare elu shalo, the person can keep it. Mimnei shabaylim misyaishin mehen, again, because the person, the original owner, gives up hope. And mishum rov mahalchei derachim. And in terms of rov mahalchei derachim, mishum gavinas nachri, they said it's not a problem of cheese of a non-Jew because the majority of people in that area were actually Jewish. And the Gemara continues, v'shtakach demin de Rebbe Elazar b'Rebbe Yossi. It turned out in the end that this belonged to Rebbe Elazar b'Rebbe Yossi, meaning it was indeed kosher. Gemara continues, Amar Reb Mana kumi Rebbe Yossi. Reb Mana said in front of Rebbe Yossi, V'nochamyon rabbanon machrizin. He said, I see that even in these situations where you save something that's avuda legamri, from the sea, from the river, etc., the Rabbanan announce it anyway. They want to go beyond the letter of the law and return the lost object. Amar Lei said to him, At in havasa mishkach lo nesavt? If you found such a thing, you wouldn't take it. Rabbi Yonah avuch lo amar kain. That's not what Rabbi Yonah, your father, said. Rabbi Yonah would not say you have to go lifnim mishuras hadin. Elo Amar, rather he said, Rabbi Yonah, your father, used to say, Halavai kad nishkach, if we do find the lost object, nishkach min piyusa legava, we should find it from within piyusa. Piyusa was a very public area. Again, he was saying, if it's avuda legamri in a very public area, then you're allowed to keep it. So apparently he did not go lifnim mishuras hadin. But the Gemara concludes, Afilu kein eshkach v'lo nasiv. Nevertheless, even though Rabbi Yossi made the statement, he himself would go beyond the letter of the law. If he found something, he wouldn't take it for himself. Even in these situations, he would announce it. The Gemara continues with the Mishnah, Behema shenimtzas miYerushalayim v'ad Migdal Eder. Let's say you find an animal from Yerushalayim until a location called Migdal Eder, uchmidaso l'chol ruach, and that same amount of distance in any direction from Yerushalayim. So again, you have to assume that those animals came from Yerushalayim, and they might be karbanos. So the Mishnah says, Zechorim olos, nikevos zivchei shlomim. If you find males, you should assume it's a karbanola. You find females, you should assume it's a shlomim. Rabbi Yehuda says, Haroi l'psachim, psachim, kodim l'regel, lamed yom. Let's say you find something that could be a carbon pesach. If you're within 30 days of Pesach, you have to assume it's a carbon pesach. And the Mishnah continues, Barishona hayu memashkin es motzoea, adshu mevi nisacheh. In the beginning, when someone would find such an animal, the person who found the animal would have to bring the money for the nesachim that go along with the carbon. Every carbon comes along with a libation of wine. But then, chazru lios manichin oso varchin. Then people they decided, we're just going to leave the animal aside. We'll run away. We don't want to deal with the animal because we don't want to bring the nesachim from our own personal money. So therefore, hiskinu bezin sheyu nesacheh boin mishal tzibur. Therefore, the Bezin made a takana that from now on, in such situations, the nesachim should come from the public funds. And the Mishnah continues, Amar Rabbi Shimon says, Zayin devarim hiskinu Bezin. There were actually 7 takanas that Bezin made, and this one that we just listed, this is one of the 7 takanas that Bezin made. In this case, really, the person individually should have used his own money for the nesachim. Instead, they made a takana that it's going to come from the public funds. And now the Mishnah lists some of the other of the 7 takanas. So Nachri Shashalach Olasom Midinas Hayom. Let's say a non-Jew sends a carbanola from far away. The Shalach Imon Nesachim. So if he sends Nesachim with the animal, so Kraven Mishalo, then you obviously bring the Nesachim from his property. V'im Lav, however, if that's not the case, if he doesn't send the Nesachim, so Kraven Mishal Tzibor, then the public funds are used in order to bring the Nesachim. V'chein, and similarly, Ger Shemeis. Let's say a ger dies, V'iniach Zevachim, and he leaves over karbanos. In other words, he's a ger. He has no one to inherit him. So he leaves over these animals as karbanos. Im yeshalo nesachim, if he has nesachim, kreven mishalo, then you use his own property to bring the nesachim. Im lav, and if not, kreven mishal tzibor, then you bring it from the public funds. With Tanai Bezin, who furthermore the Mishnah says there's a Tanai Bezin, there's a condition set by Bezin, a kohen gadol shemes. Let's say if a kohen gadol dies. Now, generally speaking, the kohen gadol brings every day a minchas chavitin. He brings a chatzi isaron in the morning and a chatzi isaron in the evening. So let's say he dies and there was no one yet to replace him, and he brings that from his own personal funds. Now let's say they didn't replace the Kohen Gadol, so what do they do about this mincha? So they made a Tanai Bezin, Shetei Mincha So Kreva Mishal Tzibor, that again, the Karban Mincha comes from the public funds. Rabbi Yehuda disagrees and says, Mishal Yarshin, it's not brought from the public funds, rather it's brought from his Yarshin, it's brought from the money of those who inherit his wealth. Ushlei Mahaisa Kreva, and furthermore, the Mishnah says that in this situation, when the Kohen Gadol has died and we're bringing it, there's not yet a new Kohen Gadol, so then you don't bring Chatzi Isaron in the morning and Chatzi Isaron in the evening. You actually bring a full Isaron in the morning and a full Isaron in the evening. That's what it means. Shleima, it's brought full. And then the Mishnah continues, Al HaMelach v'alo Eitzim, they made a takana on the salt and on the wood of the Beis HaMikdash, Sheyehu HaKohanim Neosin Bohen, that Kohanim are allowed to derive benefit from the melach, from the salt, and the Eitzim in the wood. V'al hapara, and furthermore they made a takana that when it comes to para aduma, shelo yehu mo'alin biafra, that when it comes to the afer, when it comes to the ashes of the para aduma, there's no me'ila. If a person benefits from from the afer of the para aduma, there's no me'ila in that situation. It's not considered forbidden benefit from hektish. V'al hakinan hapsulos sheyubos mishal tzibor, and then the Mishnah says, Let's say you have, again, the kinei chova, that refers to the bird karbanos that a woman has to bring in various situations. One of them is a karbonola and one is a carbon chatas. So let's say it's puzzle. Again, all of those kinim were brought from funds. The women used to deposit the money into a particular box that was marked, and then they would use the money to bring these karbanos. So now let's say you have some that are puzzle. You don't know which one is puzzle. So you're not sure exactly, so you have to use the public funds to bring on behalf of whoever, we don't know which women, whoever it wasn't brought on their behalf, we use the public funds to bring another carbon on their behalf. But the Mishnah says, Rabbi Yossi Omer, Rabbi Yossi says, Rabbi Yossi disagrees with this, and he says, Hamesapek es hakinim, the person who's supplying the kinim, because again, the gizbor would take the money and he would purchase the birds, so the person who's supplying the birds, who mesapek es hapsulos, he's the one that would provide the substitutes for any kinim that are pasul. And for this section of the Gemara over here, we're going to go with the girsa of the Gra. The Gra says, Kol hapiska nidveses bechiluf girsos umuvulvelis ma'od. This entire section over here, there's a confusion of the girsa. V'hachi garsinan, here should be the proper text. V'yein hashlamim boin min hazachorim min hanekevos. This is the question of the Gemara. The Gemara is asking, why is it that if we find male animals, we just assume they're karbonola? Isn't it true that a carbon shlamim can be brought from males and from females? Maybe it's a carbon shlamim. So the Gemara answers, Rav Hoshia Rabba Amar, Rav Hoshia Rabba says, Lavo b'dimeihen shanu. We don't mean to say that we bring this animal as a karbonola. We mean to say that we take this animal, we take the kedusha, and we use the value of the animal, and we bring that as a karbonola. Keitzad huosa, what should the person do? Motzi lechulin v'chozer v'osa osan olos. He takes this animal, he takes the kedusha off the animal, he makes it chulin, and then he uses that kedusha, and he uses it for karbonola. Basically, the person has to bring two animals, and he says, if this is a karbonola, then the kedusha of the karbonola should go on this particular animal, and the second animal should be a shlamim, and then he does vice versa. If it's a shlamim, then the kedusha goes on the shlamim, and the other animal is brought as an ola. But the Gemara asks, Amar Rav Asi Rav Yaakov bar Acha. Rav Asi says to Rav Yaakov bar Acha, V'yein zeh mezid, isn't this a problem of purposely going ahead and taking the kedusha off an animal? You don't take an animal that has the kedusha of a carbon. If there's a mum, if there's a blemish, that's a different situation. But you don't purposely just take an animal that's kadosh and take the kedusha off. So the Gemara says, Amar lei, so he said to him, Mikevon shetanai bezdinu ein zeh mezid. Since this is all part of the Tanai Bezdin, it's not a problem of doing it b'mezid. So Amar lei Rabbi Yochanan said to him, Omrim la'adam, say umal bekadshim. Are we going to actually tell a person that they make such a Tanai Bezdin that a person should take something that's kadshim and be moel, should take the kedusha right off? Elo holchen b'hen achar rov. Rather, Rabbi Yochanan suggests another answer. Really, what we're doing over here is we're following majority. Imrov zacharim olos. If you have a flock that is the majority of males, you assume that those animals are used as karbonola. And imrov nekevos zivche shlamim. And if that flock is majority female, then you actually assume that any karbonas from there are shlamim, even the males in that situation. But you basically follow the rov. And Rabbi Zeira gives another answer. Amar Rabbi Zeira says, Kimadat Amar Tamon. Like you said earlier, this was talking about a Mishnah. The Mishnah said earlier that, again, you have those boxes that collected the money for the kinei chova. The kinei chova were a karbonola and a carbon chatas. And yet another box right next to it that collected all for bird carbon olos, for nedava. So the problem was, what if you find money right in the middle? And so the Gemara said, if you find the money right in the middle, so you should just bring it as a karbonola. So what do we say over there? That's a problem also. Maybe you're taking money that's for a carbon chatos and you're using it for a karbonola. So the Gemara had answered over there, Tanai Bezdin, there's a Tanai Bezdin, al ha'ovdos sheyikravu olos. In other words, the Bezdin has a condition that anything that's lost, any money that's lost, should be brought as karbonola. So Reb Zeira says you can apply the exact same answer over here. Keinat Amar Afacha, that's exactly what you should say over here. Tanai Bezdin ala ovdos sheyikravu olos. So there's a Tanai Bezdin when it comes to those animals that are lost, even though it's possible they might be a shlamim, there's a Tanai Bezdin that should be brought as karbonola, kein sar chlomar. This should be the proper girson. We'll continue with this discussion in the next video on Daf Chaf Amud Beis.